Chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Of his most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Long time no see. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. Now, how many days has it been since I've been on? Has it been over a week? I don't think it's been over a week, but if it has, as you guys know, on the last episode, I'm going to be coming to you at the end of every fashion week. New York has just officially wrapped. Actually, I just finished watching the Harris Reid show because London just kicked off today. So I will be back as soon as London Fashion Week ends, which will probably be on a Tuesday. So you'll be getting the next episode next Wednesday. Before we get into New York Fashion Week, we have a whole plethora of other things we have to talk about. I've been working. I have a whole bunch of content in the vault. Some crazy looks coming to you guys. I can't wait. I did one reel and I had to go out and, Adrian, helped me do a little really reel. We put a little really reel together and I made this dress, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And I was so insecure about wearing it. It wasn't all the way finished. So I did the little finishing touches and I was still a little leery about wearing it. And then I looked at the New York Fashion Week runways. And I was like, I should have wore this dress because I saw it with Jason Wu. We saw it with, the chiffon was just everywhere. We saw it with Off-White. So, I follow this page, Pachuga Vintage, which is a vintage reseller, and really cool guy named Johnny Valencia, and he posted this article about not holding on to your content and not being, ashamed. Like, nobody is overthinking it as much as you are. And I was like, I read it and I was like, I do this all the time. And this is a prime example as to why you should strike while the iron is hot. Because now I'm the one that looks like I'm following. When the whole time I had this dress in the vault for months and months before I even put it together. Anyway, so before we really get into the hot topics, honey, since the last time I've been with you guys, we've had a lot of loss within the entertainment industry. One that really shook me, and you guys might be really surprised by this, but rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. Let me tell y'all something. Rich Homie Quan had thumped and thotted me all the way through my late 20s. Okay? 16. He had all the songs, honey, and I never heard anything bad about him. Really cool guy. I heard so many nice stories from other celebrities and people that knew him, and he just seemed like a really nice guy, and it's really unfortunate. This kind of shook me up a little bit. He was only 34 or 35 years old. So rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, and I'm sending prayers to your girlfriend and your children. It was really sad. It really shook me up. Really did. Really sad to see such a young talent gone too soon. Also, we lost James Earl Jones this week. I specifically remember James Earl Jones from Claudine and, now, I'm from Jersey, and I'm really about to show my age, but I remember him when he used to do the, "Hello, I'm James Earl Jones with Bell Atlantic." Remember when he used to do the Bell Atlantic commercials? That was before Bell Atlantic turned to, I think, Verizon now. Yes, honey, I am that old, honey. And he used to come out, there used to be a white backdrop, and he used to just come out, "Hello, I'm James Earl Jones." And he was also in The Lion King. He was 94 years old, very accomplished actor. He lived a full life. And most recently, they say it comes in threes. This one really shook me up. Frankie Beverly of Frankie Beverly and Mays died the other day at the age of, I believe, 77 years old. You make me happy. Doom, 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 doom. So many of the legends are gone, but so many new legends legends are coming to the forefront to replace them. But yes, so sad to hear and see. So huge condolences to their families, and rest in peace, you guys. Each one of these men were just great at what they did. So huge, my condolences. Okay, so before we get into Fashion Week, like I said, listen, so last night was the VMAs, and we have to talk about the red carpet, darling. It wouldn't be the Atelier if we didn't. I was pleasantly surprised by all the looks and just the feeling. It felt like the old days again, like the VMAs in the 90s and the early 2000s. So I'm gonna kick it off with, I'm just gonna give you guys my favorite looks because I didn't watch the whole show. I did see Katy Perry's performance, and let me tell you something. Being 34 and watching Katy Perry receive the Video Vanguard Award. I remember when the Video Vanguard Award was created, and it was created by Michael Jackson because somebody put this fake award in his dressing room, and he thought it was a real award and went out on stage and gave an acceptance speech. That's how off the chain the VMAs used to be back in the day. But it's like, how old was I when she hit the scene? Has she been around that long? And when I did my research and look back on it, she most certainly has been around for that long. She's been around since I think 2005, 2006, maybe '07. Around that time, she's been out for almost 20 years now. Wow, time is flying. Anyway, so I did catch that. Huge shout out to Doechii, who also killed it at Fashion Week. She slaughtered that VMA stage with Katy Perry, honey. Everybody's talking about it. I love Doechii. She is a triple threat, honey. The trap Grace Jones, honey. Okay, she's from Florida. So huge congratulations to her on that shine, honey. I see you, girl. So let's get into our best dress. First up, we have Sabrina Carpenter, honey. Now, Sabrina Carpenter is stunning in this archive vintage Bob Mackie gown, which was first seen on none other than the icon, honey, Madonna, with this iconic moment at the 1991 Oscars. I loved it. It fit her perfectly. It was sourced from Tab Vintage, another impeccable vintage reseller. If you're ever in the market for, archive luxury, honey, go to Tab Vintage or Pachuga. Those two are really, really hot right now and have been hot for a very long time. And she is styled by Jared Elner. So, huge congratulations to her. She went home with a couple awards. I'm not real familiar. I know that one song, give me that E, give me that good espresso. I know that song. I do like it. It's kind of cute. It's catchy. I'm old, so I don't know half of these people. So bear with me. She looked absolutely stunning. I love the red lip. Very simple. She let the dress do the talking, and she paid homage to the queen, Madonna. So yes, she's one of my best dressed. Also for best dressed, we have Addison Rae wearing custom Claire Sullivan. Now, okay, a lot of people were ragging on Addison, but this is what the VMAs is about. It's all about pomp and circumstance. It's all about buffoonery. This red carpet is not to be taken serious. I loved the bustier top. I loved the little puffs on top. Listen, she's styled by Daria, who is I believe a fashion correspondent or something over there at Interview Magazine, and I follow her on Instagram. Her style is out of this world. If you ever get a chance to catch her, it's simply Dara at Dara at Dara Dara on Instagram. I'll have it posted here. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I liked that she bent over and she gave them foo la la, honey. That's what it's about. So huge shout out to Addison Rae. I like the look. Then okay, we have okay. Now listen, y'all. Listen. We gotta talk about Mother T.S. Madison. It's on my best dress list. The gown. She talked about this gown. The gown, darling, is by Riley Knox Couture. It's a custom-made gown by Riley Knox Couture. I love the butterfly motif. Whoever knew Mother could look so damn good in red. And I also like the touch of patent leather in the gloves and just the way the butterflies floated on the dress. I really enjoyed this look. I love her with the Chun-Li buns. Absolutely fabulous. And listen, when T.S. got on the carpet, all the celebrities were living for her. The camera people, T.S., oh my God, T.S. So, huge congratulations to her. This is her moment. I am so inspired and so proud of her. So, yes, shout out to Mother on this amazing look. And who do we have next? Oh, okay. The host of the evening herself, Miss Tina Snow, a.k.a. Meg the Stallion. I don't know who made this gown, but this gown defies the laws of gravity, honey. I mean, I'm looking at it here on the screen. It's absolutely stunning. I love the chic, sharp bob with the bang, with the Chinese bang. Listen, a lot of people were talking shit about Meg, saying that she wasn't going to be able to host. Oh, she has no personality. Oh, she can't. Oh, let the haters hate, girl, because the girl nailed it, okay? Hit it right out of the park. She wore a bevy of looks. She paid homage to Beyonce in this, when Beyonce went to the Olympics in this look right here. She also paid homage to the icon who we are forever praying for, Miss Britney Spears, when which it was about 24 years ago when Britney Spears got up on stage and did I'm a Slave for You with the snake. Oh baby, don't you wanna dance upon me? I'm not gonna swing my hair because it's perfectly in place, but you get the idea. Listen, her performance, she performed a melody of her hits. Listen, I think we need those of you who are trying to count Meg Thee Stallion out. I really think you just need to shut up. If you don't like her, just shut up, because she's here to stay. Meg is here to stay. And what I like about her career so far is it's been a steady climb. It's been a steady climb. And usually when artists Beyonce had a climb like that. It was a steady climb. Like, we got to know her over here with the group, and then she went into acting, and then this is how it's going for Meg. It's a steady climb. And a steady climb equals longevity to me, from what I've seen in all my obsession over the years with pop culture. A steady climb is the way to go. Leave this girl alone. She's here to stay. Also, okay. Hailey Bailey. Motherhood looks good on you. I couldn't find a single video of her anywhere, but I had this picture. Honey, this dress, honey, I don't know who styled her, but baby girl, honey, nailed it out of the park. Nailed it out of the park. She is wearing Sophie Couture, honey. I love the beading on this is exquisite. I love it. Simple pared back, a little dangly earring, not a whole lot of muss and fuss with the makeup or the jewelry. Hair slicked back, like I said. I love the tassels on the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. Motherhood, again, looks good on you. Now, my pick for best dress might surprise you, but I did not like this girl at first. I did not want to like her. I was being very judgy-pudgy, but I am in love with Glorilla. I love her accent. I love her music. I do it, I listen to her music when bitches all there. Ass everywhere. Hey. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Okay? I have fallen in love with Glorilla. But let me tell you something. I don't know who she's wearing. If I had to judge by the fabric, it looks like Elliot Emile. I'm not sure who she's wearing, but it definitely looks like she's wearing Elliot Emile. This definitely looks very Elliot Emile-ish. And if it's not, I'm sorry to whoever made it. But, honey, I gotta give Glorilla the best dress. She nailed it, paying homage to Queen Lisa Left Eye Lopez, the late, great Lisa Left Eye Lopez. And the hair! I mean, to a T! Look at this comparison. To a T. Her wig was done by the hair genius, hair architect, honey. Read all about it. Hair architect, Tokyo Styles, who is one of the dolls. I remember when Tokyo Styles was a him. And either way, they look fabulous and they do fabulous hair. So, listen, huge congratulations to Glorilla. Her performance, she's another one that y'all need to be looking out for her because she's here to stay too. She is here to stay. She nailed her performance. Like, she has such a presence and she's so light and fun. It seems like I would love to hang out with Glorilla and Meg Thee Stallion for a day. If this ever gets out to y'all, call me. Let's go to lunch. On you. So yeah, that's pretty much for the VMAs. You know, I'm getting older. I don't watch all of that. So let's transition into some fashion news, honey. So listen, the rumors have been swirling for months. The rumors have been swirling for months about what is to become of Sarah Burton, who was formerly the creative director of Alexander McQueen. And looks like the rumors are true. It has Givenchy, the House of Givenchy, has announced that Sarah Burton will be taking the reins as creative director. I can't wait to see what she comes up with. I think this is perfect for her. One, she's been with Alexander McQueen for the majority of her career. If Alexander McQueen was still alive today and still running his brand, she would still be with him. I believe, if he was still working. And I think it's good because she was there, I believe, with him when he did his, I believe it was a year at Givenchy, which gave us one of the my favorite haute couture collection of all time, the 97 haute couture collection. Okay. Who knows what she's going to come up with? She just knows how to drape a body. She knows how to grab your eye. And it could be the smallest detail, but you'll be like, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way. And so I'm happy for her. And she's one of the very few women that is the creative director of a major fashion house. It's not that many women that hold that title. We need to change that. I'm still hearing rumblings about John Galliano leaving Maison Margiela and going back to Dior. I'm not mad at it. If he wants to do it, give us the drama. Cause honey, listen, I know Dior and Maria Grassi, you know, she has her fan base, but I would love to see her somewhere else. Her at Dior, it's so boring. It's boring to me. And she knows how to make a garment. Like, there's no doubt about that, but it's so boring and matronly. So, listen, if John Galliano's coming back, let him take over for the haute couture and the women's. Leave Mr. Kim Jones over there for the men and let Galliano just deal with the women. Anyway, we have another new fashion pairing, and this one came around really fast. I did not think that Tom Ford was going to announce the replacement for Peter Hawkins this quick, but it's just been announced just a little over a week ago, that designer Hader Ackerman will be taking over for Peter Hawkins as creative director of Tom Ford. Now, I'm not really familiar with Hader Ackerman, but can I just say, Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful Colombian French man. Is he married? Does he have children? Is he single? Could y'all see me with him? He is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Hayata Boshata. Look at that bone structure. Look at that mustache. You know, I love a man with a bulbous nose. I love a man with a big nose and a thick neck and a strong jaw. He is a fucking Adonis. Anyway, Anyway, I'm not too familiar with him. I do, however, remember vividly his collection, his most recent collection that he did with Jean-Paul Gaultier. You know, Jean-Paul Gaultier has been doing something a little different with his house. He's been having guest designers every year, and Hader Ackerman was the fourth. And I really, 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 really enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm working on one of the pieces, one of the looks that I saw and the way it was styled. I want to incorporate that into my editorial that I'm working on. So I have no words, darling. I have no words. So I went back and looked, did some research of some of his previous collections and what he's done. Here's some examples that I really like. Now, I saw some people in the comments like, can we? Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's have a sidebar conversation. Okay, my fashion people. Why do we have to be so nasty when we're talking about fashion? Fashion is art, which is subjective. And it's just like, if you don't pronounce the names right, if you don't, oh, how dare you not know who this person is? Some people just don't know. And then it's like the criticism I've been seeing from, which we're going to get to in a minute, that I've been seeing from white fashion bloggers about black fashion designers, and then going up for Tory Burch. Honey. You mean to tell me you going up for Tory Burch, but you got a problem with Off-White? Honey, please. Anyway. That was a sidebar. But yeah, we need to stop being so, because I was talking to somebody online and they were messaging me and I was like, hey, do you know anything about Hader? How do you not know anything about Hader Ackerman? Blocked. Because all of you fashion know-it-alls don't know it all about fashion. So cut it the fuck out. But yeah, so these are a couple of his looks that he's done prior, and here's a couple of looks that he did for his guest tenure for Jean-Paul Gaultier for his haute couture collection, for his house's haute couture collection rather. So I'm excited to see what he brings. With a degree from the Royal Academy of Arts, honey, with the Royal Academy of Fine Arts, honey, I mean, I have nothing to say. And a decades-long career he's been designing since, they say, 1994. So he's been in the game for 30 years. And even though these looks that I just showed aren't what you would consider Tom Ford-esque, I saw what he did with Jean-Paul Gaultier, and he's extremely versatile. So I don't know what all the hubbub was about. I always say this, give the designer a chance to get in there. Y'all ain't even let this man sketch a damn design yet. Oh, how dare they pick him? Oh my God. Is it because he's a minority? I've been seeing a lot of, racial, what's the word? Racial passive aggression since Fashion Week started. I'm just saying. I've been seeing it. It's blatant. Especially with some of the comments I saw when we're talking about this subject right here with Hader Ackerman for Tom Ford. And Tom Ford came out and said he has always he said if anybody was going to replace Peter, it would have been Hader Ackerman. This is who he wanted. So, fuck you. Abanganza. Anyway. Oh, my tits look great. Listen, y'all, these hormones is really kicking in. This is all me. Bitch, it's all there. Titties everywhere. Okay? The skin is skinning. I have on CC cream. I don't even have on a full bead, honey. Anyway. So what else do we have? Oh, I really wanted to talk about this. So, speaking of creative directors, Ralph Lauren has made history making Morehouse alum James Jeter the first black creative director in its 57-year existence. So this young man, like I said, is a graduate of Morehouse, handsome young man, is a graduate of Morehouse, worked his way through the fashion ranks, ended up doing a collab collection with Spelman Morehouse and I believe Ralph Lauren, and he interned at Ralph Lauren. Here's some of the pictures of the collab collection that he did for Ralph Lauren and the HBCUs. Beautiful, right? So, and this was in 2022. That's what I meant to say, brain fart. This was in 2022 after, it was inspired after the George Floyd and all the, political and racial unrest that was going on around COVID time. And fast forward to 2024, and he is the head of Ralph Lauren's Polo men's division. The first time in 57 years. Wow. And it's crazy because so many of us in the black community, we love Polo, and Ralph Lauren. Wow. But you know what? Better late than never, I say. Better late than never. And kudos to you, Ralph Lauren. And let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Have a black woman come and guest design your next New York Fashion Week show. Because, listen, even though a lot of people are like, they're voting, I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Yeah, they might be voting for Kamala Harris, but they still have their ways of thinking. And I've seen it a lot this week on all the fashion pages. Some more than others. And then some, it's like passive aggressive, throw the rock and then quickly hide my hands type shit. Like, I don't see you. But I've been picking up what they're putting down. So, thank you, Ralph Lauren, for this. And huge congratulations to this young man. And I can't wait to see what the collection looks like. No word on when his first collection is going to drop. But I will be keeping my ears to the streets to let you guys know so we can all go and support and buy. Even if it's nothing for me, I have friends with kids that will, I'll gladly get it for, we have to support our own. Because if we don't, nobody else will. Anyway, speaking of kids, sidebar on a personal note. So, I was at the grocery store today, and this is going to lead into my next story. Wait a minute. So, listen, I was about to do the show. One of my nails broke. Yes, I'm doing black nails again because it's almost fall, honey. So, I know y'all tired of seeing me with white nails, white tips, squiggly white tips. So, I had to change it up. And my toes are the same color. I'm a matchy girl. Anyway, so I had to run. My nail broke, so I had to run and get some glue because it's nothing more ratchet than a missing nail, okay? So I'm at the Dollar Tree trying to get my speed glue. Got my wig on. Okay. This woman, her baby daddy, and their two kids come busting around the corner. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Honey, when I tell you they snatched them kids up like I was gonna kidnap them kids. Y'all have really got to stop doing that. Don't nobody want them fucking ugly ass, dirty ass, mean ass kids y'all got. Yeah, I said it. Every time some of y'all, and it's not all people do it. And then it's like, it makes me afraid. Like, I don't even talk to people's kids. If it's somebody's kids that I don't know, I'll be like, get your ass out of here. Because I don't want your mama and daddy saying nothing to me. But we have really got to stop doing this. Like, the stereotyping of queer people, which leads me into my next story. Shannon Sharpe, girl, bye. Girl, bye. So it just broke, and I wasn't even going to talk about this until Shannon Sharpe made it a big fucking deal. So Shannon Sharpe accidentally exposed a hot session between him and a lady friend, allegedly, on IG Live. He said he didn't realize. He said he didn't realize that he had gone live. You know, he must have been in the throes of passion. Now, I will say in your defense, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, everybody that's on there saying it takes 6 steps to go live. I just recently updated my Instagram, and on the update, the most updated version of Instagram, once you hit that live button, you live. It ain't no, do you want a filter? Do you want this? It ain't none of that. You live. So it was quite possible that he did it by mistake, but here's why people believe you did it for ulterior motives. Shannon Sharpe, he has a way of, listen, people have been calling Shannon Sharpe gay for the longest, okay? You know, his former stylist was a gay man who was in an alleged relationship with former football player Kerry Rhodes, who once that came out, we never heard from him again with his fine ass. And, you know, the things that he wears and his mannerisms. And on one hand, Mr. Sharpe, I don't blame you for going through such lengths to prove that you're heterosexual. Because specifically in the Black community, we tend to use gay and trans and queer as a pejorative, as something negative. A lot of you would rather see your sons impregnate 6 bitches in the same summer than for him to, have a male on male experience. And it is becoming so late and so desperate, and it's disrespectful and it's offensive. It's offensive. Then he said his phone got hacked, and then he did this whole thing on his show with Ocho Cinco, with Chad Johnson, aka Chad Johnson, like, I am so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I don't want this. When has a black man bragging about slinging his dick ever stopped him from making any money? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I think you are. It's just like, come on with this. You are 50-something years old. You are a handsome man. You are a father. You are a businessman. Do you really have time to be doing all of this, bruh? Because even though I have to apologize, because I was one of those people who said, ain't no way you can't go live by accident, when indeed you can. Shout out to Tasha Revis. Hey, girl. Indeed you can, but the thing still remains that people believe that you did it for that reason, to prove that you're not gay, because you've done things in the past to prove you're not gay, like firing your longtime stylist. Y'all were friends. Y'all were sitting front row at the games, and he had you dressed way better than whoever's dressing you now. Your yams wasn't out when the gay guy was dressing you. Now you got, in the words of Glorilla, now you showing off your moose knuckle. You get up on your podcast with Chad Ocho Cinco, you talk about, yeah, I done knocked the bitch down, yeah, bro, yeah, Ocho, I done knocked her down, Ocho. You be doing all of that, and it's just like, when are you men gonna realize that dicking down some pussy don't make you straight? Cause most of the men that I've been with done had plenty pussy. Okay? I'm just saying. And I don't even think he's gay. I just think he's a Southern gentleman. He was raised a certain way. I don't particularly think that he's gay. I am questioning it. I am questioning it now, though. Questioning it. Excuse my lisp. I can't wait till I get my teeth done. That'll be the first thing I do. I am questioning your sexuality now, because who has to go through all these lengths? Oh, my account got hacked. Oh, you too old for all of that. Okay, you went live. We heard you. Yeah. That's all I heard. And then I heard the girl in the background sounding like Seabiscuit. You know, I don't know what the fuck was going on. You didn't even have to say anything. Then you're like, I'm live, but, you know, people are calling me and saying that they can hear me. What? Fellas, be secure in your manhood. It's time that y'all, especially y'all black men, y'all really need to be secure in y'all manhood. Because just because you done fucked some pussy and got a couple motherfucking ugly ass kids walking around here, it does not make you straight. My first boyfriend had 3 children, and I didn't even have these then. I wasn't even looking like this then. And my first boyfriend had 3 children. My first serious boyfriend. Unbeknownst to me in the beginning. But like a fool, I went and stayed. But that's the story for another time, girl. Maybe for a live. You are a handsome, successful, black, millionaire man. A legend in the sports game. Be secure in yourself. Because a lot of other men wish that they were where you're at. That's all. That's a message to Shannon Sharpe. And it's been said that you don't really particularly care for the trans and the gays and things like that. But I understand why. And it's unfortunate. But wishing you the best, Shannon Sharpe. Stop the fuckery. Okay, so what do we have next? Oh, y'all want me to touch on the debate. What is there to talk about with the debate? I already know who I'm voting for. Now, I did catch Kamala almost slip up and call him a motherfucker. I did catch that. That's that Bay Area. That's the E40 coming out. Okay? Cause she was looking at him for the 10 minutes I watched. She was looking at like, what the fuck is this cracker talking about? Is he crazy? And then he's in Arizona right now. And let me see if I can pull up the video. He's saying this.
Field, Ohio, that you've been reading about, 20,000 illegal Haitian immigrants have descended upon the town of 58,000 people, destroying their entire way of life. This was a beautiful community, and now it's horrible what's happened. Enrollment on the state's Medicaid and food assistance programs have soared. Motor vehicle accidents have skyrocketed. Recording of 911 calls even show residents are reporting that the migrants are walking off with the town's geese. They take in the geese. You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake. And even walking off with their pets. My dog's been taken. My dog's been stolen. This can only happen. These people are the worst.
I believe that man has
I'm telling you.
a serious bout of syphilis. And it has gone directly to his brain. I really believe that. And you got the nerve to be talking about Joe Biden? Now, it might have taken Joe Biden an hour to land the plane to make his point. But honey, you don't even have a point. It's over for him. And for all you, and I'm about to get ratchy. For all you niggas out there who still plan on voting for his ass, gun-toting, wild red belly Republican Dick Cheney, former vice president under George W. Bush. Yeah, the one that left the Negroes on the hot tin roof like cats after Hurricane Katrina. He even endorsed Kamala Harris. So I don't know what y'all niggas is thinking, but you better get on the winning team. Because if this is who you want running the country, honey, you just need to lay in the field and wait. And don't get up till somebody call you. And that's what I have to say about the debate. Kamala Harris, 2024. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, the moment we've all been waiting for. New York Fashion Week. So, okay, so before I get into my 3 favorite shows, did y'all catch the shade at the Harper's Bazaar events? That was in Harlem. What was it called? The Harlem's Fashion Now Awards. Anna Wintour. Anna Wintour. I have a hard time talking about her because, you know, I do want a career in fashion. I will have a career in fashion. I mean, I don't necessarily need Anna Wintour to have a career in fashion, but it would be nice to be invited to the Met Gala one day, you know. But I feel like if you say something bad about her, like she'll shun you or something, but she ain't gonna see this. So, girl, I don't know who the hell you thought she was shading, but Naomi ain't the one. And before I before I give my commentary, take a look.
I am a very punctual person, and I have the honor of presenting tonight to someone who is often late. So Samira has agreed to step in for me because unfortunately I have to leave after I've said everything that I would like to say.
Everything's meant to work out the way it's meant to work out. It wasn't my choice to have the other lady. I'd much rather have this. So thank you. I have to speak my truth. I've always been on it.
So the two shared that moment, and listen, okay. Now, I don't think it's as serious as everybody made it out to be. Now, Naomi has known Anna Wintour from the majority of her life, since 1987, like she said in her acceptance speech. Now, it was the middle of New York Fashion Week, and Anna Wintour did have to go. But I don't know, and I'm usually not so racially touchy and sensitive, but I just thought, listen, Anna, you're in Harlem. We don't want to hear about our queen being late. She's the queen. If you had to go, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to make it to another event, but Naomi, I love you. But I think the reason why people really picked up on it is because you, as a white woman, Anna Wintour, are in Harlem. You are presenting awards to a black woman, and the first thing you say is, oh, she's late. And it's kind of like, it did, with all due respect to Anna Wintour, it did come off a little pompous. It did, but it's okay because you and Naomi have that kind of relationship. You passively aggressive throw racial tension and shade, and she slaps you on your wrist and she, bad girl, Anna. Bad girl, Anna. Bad girl, Anna. You know, listen, I'm just a little racially touchy right now because of all of the bullshit that I was seeing that we're getting ready to get to right now. Okay. But you know, they definitely had that kind of relationship. They've known each other for as longer than I've been alive, and I'm 34. So, you know, I just thought it was funny. Anna Wintour is so mean. She is just really mean. Like, I remember last year when I think it was London Fashion Week, and Kim K was like an hour late to the Victoria Beckham show. And honey, everybody was waiting there. They didn't know what the fuck they was waiting on. And in walks Kim, looking va-va-voom in her satin Victoria Beckham satin pink bubblegum gown, honey, and her Vixen Maven hair, and her body. And Anna Wintour was just... Are we ready? She's late. I can't believe she's late. It was given very much that. And Kim just, Kim just floated on through like Geneva Diva and sat right next to Anna, and Anna refused to speak to her. Anna, you are so mean. I will tell you one thing though about Anna Wintour. I don't know what NLE Chopper got, but Anna Wintour was all for it after the Off-White show, honey. She was captivated. And might I say, NLE Chopper fills out those red hot pants quite nicely. Honey, Anna Wintour was all for it. So, I think that Anna Wintour kind of gives into that whole persona, oh, I'm a Jiva, kind of like how Mariah Carey does, but I don't think she means it. But anyway, let's get into my favorite shows really, really quick, because I'm hungry. And I got some buffalo wings waiting at home for me, goddammit. Anyway, so out of my 3 favorite shows, we're going to go with Ibrahim Kamara bringing Off-White to New York. I absolutely went crazy. The show was held at the Brooklyn Bridge Park on the basketball courts. I've been there a few times growing up in Jersey and in the tri-state area. Listen, there was a lot of white fashion bloggers reviewing the show, and y'all were really fucking nasty. Stay out of our motherfucking business. And I don't ever say that. But I see right through you. And I'm not even going to name your fucking name. Don't speak on Virgil Abloh. You don't know what his vision was for the brand. And Ibrahim Kamara is a very close friend of Virgil. How dare you? Even one calling it, I just thought having it on the basketball court was a little ghetto. And then again going into raving about Tory Burch and that bland ass collection. And I like Tory Burch now, but Tory Burch, that was some bullshit. I didn't like it. And I like you now. And the last couple of collections have been amazing. But it wasn't eating, sis. It wasn't eating Off-White. A lot of you younger white bloggers, y'all have a tendency to pit one up against the other. And you can't compete where you don't compare. Don't start me. Put some respect on Virgil's motherfucking name. That is a black man from Chicago who built a French fashion house with his bare hands, all while battling stage 4 cancer. How dare you? Fuck you. You worry about Tory Burch and Kate Spade. We got Off-White. Anyway, so that was definitely one of my favorite collections. So huge congratulations to Ibrahim Kamara. I'm going to run through these kind of fast, guys, because I'm running out of time. My second favorite. Now, these two are tied for first for me. But Peter Mueller bringing Azzedine Alaya back to New York, debuting at the Guggenheim Museum. The collection was inspired by the architecture of the Guggenheim with their spiral staircase. Peter Mueller did a bout in New York, worked in New York for quite a bit, and said that New York was one of the places that always gave him intense inspiration. Azzedine Alaya was also notably in and out of New York. He even had a store in New York, I believe. So, I mean, the collection was just absolutely, and he's still going with that technique where he uses that one fiber to make all the garments. It's just absolutely genius. But I'm definitely tied. He's definitely tied with Raul Lopez for Loire, honey. Raul Lopez shut it down. We saw a new an improved cheetah print. We saw, just crazy silhouettes. This corset at the end of the show that just spans across. Loire has a way of combining ready-to-wear and couture that just blows my mind every year. And he gets better and better and better every collection. And this one, I mean, I love that metallic sheen fabric. I went up for this collection. I went up. Those were my 3 favorite collections. Also, huge shout out to Laquan Smith, who showed the Ophelio. Also, I love Proenza Schuler. That was a really good collection. But yeah, but those were some of my favorites, guys. Right now, we are in the middle of London. I just posted about the Harris Reed show. So if you want to know about that so far, you have to go to my Instagram and check out that reel so you can see. So we can come back on Wednesday and really chat about it. Anyway, guys, that is today's show. I gave you guys a whole hour tonight. Okay, who the fuck am I? Joan Rivers? Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you at the end of London Fashion Week. Ciao.